Here's the solution to day 4, problem 1. Daryl is enlarging a digital photograph on his computer. The original photo is 1.4 inches by 2.4 inches. If he enlarges the dimensions by scale factor 5, what will be the perimeter and area of the new image? So this sketch will represent the original photograph, width 1.4 inches and height 2.4 inches. And this arrow symbol here indicates a transformation is going to take place, and the transformation is to multiply the dimensions by scale factor 5. So times by 5. That's going to create a much larger photograph. Let's find the width of this new photograph. 1.4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20, carry 2. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 is 7. There's one digit to the right of the dot, so it needs to go here, 7. And let's find the height of the new photograph by multiplying 2.4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20, write the 0, carry 2. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12. There's one number to the right of the decimal point, so it needs to go here in the answer, 12. The new photograph is 7 inches by 12 inches. And with those measurements, we can find its perimeter. So add up around the outside. 7 plus 12 plus 7 for the top plus 12 for the left side. 7 plus 12 is 19. 7 plus 12 is 19. And 19 plus 19 is 38 inches. Now area. Length times width. So 12 times 7, that's 84 square inches. For day 4, problem 2, we can tackle each question. Starting with A, this is negative 22 plus 18. This is an adding problem, but the numbers have different signs. What really occurs here when you add numbers with different signs is that you find the difference of the numbers or subtract the numbers. The difference between a 22 and an 18 is 4. The negative number was the, quote, larger number between the 22 and 18, and so the answer is negative 4. Question B, negative 2 subtract negative 1. I'm going to change the subtraction to adding and change the negative 1 to positive 1. This creates an adding problem, but again, the numbers being added have different signs. So I find the difference of the numbers. The difference between 2 and 1 is 1. The larger of the two numbers is this negative, and so there's a negative in the answer. Question C. 1/3 plus 5 and 2/3. So adding a fraction to a mixed number where the denominators are the same. 5 and 2/3 plus the extra 1/3 is enough to make 6 whole units. Question D. 3/5 of 50. Or we could think of it as 50 over 1 if that helps. I'm going to choose to do some reducing first to avoid getting such a large number in the top. If I don't reduce first, I have to go 3 times 50, and that's 150. And that's fine, but it's a little bit large to work with later on. The denominator of 5 and the numerator of 50 will reduce. 5 divides by 5, leaving 1. 50 divides by 5, leaving 10. Now we can multiply and we'll have a much smaller result. 3 times 10 is 30. And 1 times 1 is 1. And 30 over 1 is just 30. So that's a little easier to do than trying to get 150 over something and then having to reduce later on.